Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Finally, it's been a couple of months since I uploaded my last video, but anyways, life got in the way and I just did not have a chance to make any videos, but I'm back at it again. We have not been able to use this camper for a while. We had stuff going on, and since I had all this downtime, I decided to do a little bit of upgrades to this guy. One of the main things that I wanted to do is install some solar panels. Let me take you guys around. I installed this there, that I will get to that in the next video. That there too. But anyways, I finally was able to get some solar panels and install them. Here they are here. I originally wanted to do this, but I just did not have the means to buy some, and I wasn't planning to because I had my little generator and I was cutting it for right now. But a family friend gave me these two panels, so I just decided to do it. So I'm gonna run you guys through the steps and the process I did to install these panels. Alrighty, so my plan is to set them up here. It's gonna sit on the front right here. There's a metal bar, so it'll have enough strength, and then it'll sit back there on top of the roof rack. So I'm gonna just try to fab some sort of little mount here for this little one. That way it's in place permanently. Okay, so this is how it's going to be mounted. This is just a piece of angle iron, aluminum angle iron. This is bolted to the frame of the solar panel. This is just screwed down into the roof of the camper. This roof is pretty thick and it's aluminum and composite, so it can hold the weight of this. And it's also sitting up here, so it's not that much weight right here. Same thing on that side. What I'm going to do, this is just to tack it in place. I'm going to take the screw out, drill the hole, and then put an actual bolt in there. But on the top, I did not get to that one. But it's gonna have the same type of setup here. So that is one for right now. It's getting a little dark, so I'm gonna cut it for today and I will be back tomorrow. Okay, so the first solar panel is mounted. I'm still working on this. I have to drill these out and put actual bolts. But even with that, this thing is really, really secure. I was gonna run bolts through this, but I've just ran these really long screws through here, and I did two of them. Here, it does have a bolt. So it is super, it's really, really on there. The second solar panel, I was gonna make it removable, but since it's kind of up here and it's kind of a pain to reach, I'm just gonna mount it on here. Usually the places that we go camping, we do park kind of where the sun hits us. If anything, if it becomes a problem, I'm just gonna buy a little portable solar panel and just put it off to the side. But that'll be a little bit later on. But anyways, I'm gonna mount the second solar panel. I'm not gonna record it since it's basically the same process as this, and I will check back in when that is mounted. Alrighty, so everything's mounted. I apologize for the wind noise. It is a little windy right now. Looks like a storm's gonna come. But anyways, these are my little mounts. Like I said, this was a piece of that angle iron. It's aluminum. I screwed these down to the front rack. This is a bolt and a washer on the other side. Same thing here, I actually bolted it down on that side. I connected the two panels, and these are pretty stubborn. I mean, pretty good on there. It shakes the whole camper, so these will not come off anytime soon. I was gonna order one of those little solar caps for the roof to run wires, but I just decided to go to the side. It's not a big deal. I'll just seal up the around there, and I really don't mind the look of that. So the wire comes all the way down, and it goes in here. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm working on my electrical system. From the last walkthrough video, my electrical system was kind of a mess and it wasn't really complete. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna actually finish it. I'm gonna build, this is a lithium ion battery that I'm building. These are old cells that I had from a couple years, about a year and a half, and they still work and they still hold their charge. So I'm gonna use that to build the battery. These are my little homemade bus bars because I can't find any on eBay, and I'm gonna have to make some more and get rid of this wire. But anyways, that's besides the point. I gotta finish that battery. Alrighty, so I am continuing with the electrical system of my camper. This is my little homemade lithium ion battery. I'm gonna leave the bus bars because this is a budget channel and this is what I have access to, and that's just the way it's gonna work. And that's just how it's gonna look. But anyways, these are, it's a thick copper cabling for this. I don't think the amount of amperage that's going to be run through this battery or the amount of current is going to really matter because of these cables. But anyways, I'm going ahead right now and I'm installing this little BMS. I'm following a little tutorial that I saw. I kind of figured it out, but I will check back in once it's all wired up. But basically, you put it one lead in one of these little cells. These are all cells. This is one cell, one cell, one cell, since I combined them into one. But I will check back in right now. Alrighty, so after wiring it a little bit wrong, I finally got it to work. So this is my first cell. This is my second cell. So this is the main positive, and this is the main negative, and that's connected to the BMS of this little battery. I believe each one of these is 20 amp hours each cell, so it's 20, 30, etc., etc. So it should be pretty decent size for my little camper. All I really run is the top fantastic fan, and now that I have a 12-volt refrigerator, I'm gonna run that. And if it's not enough, I'm gonna build another one of these little batteries, a little bit nicer, since I still have some more cells. So now I'm gonna put it in the pack and install it into the camper. Alrighty, so the electrical is finally complete. Let me show you guys the finished product here. Here it is. I kind of put everything where it's gonna go. I still gotta tidy up the wires, but that is basically how it's gonna be. This is the box. I was able to get these off another old box that I had, and I put them up there. That way it makes connecting stuff to the battery a lot easier. The battery is now sealed and the BMS is installed, so I don't need to take this lid off for anything. So I installed this little charge controller there. It is just working off the solar panels right now. What I ended up doing is I wired the battery to number 1, solar panels to number 2. So if I just want to use the battery, I could do that. If I want to shut off the solar panels for some reason, I could just put it on off. And if I want both of them to work at the same time, which will be all the time, I could just do 1 and 2. And then I installed this little bracket here to keep the battery from sliding when we were moving, because that's what it used to do. And I put the actual cover on there. So basically that is it for my electrical. What I'm going to do, but I really won't record it, is I might install another little USB socket thing somewhere right here, because we do use this area for charging sometimes. I might not do it since that has USB ports, but I don't know if they'll work as good as an individual one. But anyways, that will be it for my electrical system. I just gotta seal that little hole there. It just rained a lot and no water got in, so all the holes that I made are still pretty waterproof. But thank you guys for checking in for this little short video of my solar panel installation. I will be doing more videos in the next couple of days, so stay tuned. Thank you guys. Please like and subscribe.